Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the videos.
Hi, hello and welcome to Ganesh IAS Academy. Today we are going to see some of the important current affairs topics relating to the CSE Prelims 2025. Okay, I have gathered some topics. Let's get into this. Our first topic was Agricultural Infrastructural Fund. Okay, scheme. Let's see why in the news. Union Cabinet on Wednesday expanded the scope of Agriculture Infrastructure Fund AF. Okay, it will almost cost 1 lakh crore, and then would be designed to include financial support for the farmers producers organizations to enhance their financial security and credit worthiness. Okay, that's why only the Agriculture Infrastructure Fund scheme was in the news. Okay, and as you can see the picture, the fund of almost 1 lakh crore rupees. Okay, and the scheme will be disbursed till 2025 to 26. Okay, and 1 lakh crore will be provided for the banks and financial institutions as the loans with the interest upwards of 3% per annum. That's what they are telling us the interest. Okay, as of July 16 of 2024, almost 44,824 crores have been released. Okay, sanctioned for the 70,762 projects as for now. Okay, AIF. Okay, it was a central sector scheme which was launched in 2020. Okay, it was launched in 2020 as a central sector scheme. It means it was totally funded by the central government. Okay, its objective was the scheme shall provide a medium long-term debt financing facility. So basically, agriculture infrastructure fund scheme was a debt financing facility. Okay, under the union government. Investment in viable projects for post-harvest management. Post-harvest management means if a farmer can produce some kind of grains or other things. Okay, so they have to store that grains in some place. So if a farmer wants to build an granaries or some other kind of buildings, they can get the loan from the banks as a agriculture infrastructure fund. Okay, they can store the grains in the granaries. And the community farming assets through interest subvention and financial support. Okay, the duration of the scheme was 2022-2032. Okay, it almost 10 years. Okay, this project is valid, and all scheduled commercial banks, scheduled cooperative banks, regional RRBs, and the non-banking banking financial companies, and the National Cooperation Development Cooperative can participate in providing financial support to the farmers as well as the other financial organizations. Okay, and who are eligible, who can get the debt from the agriculture infrastructure fund scheme. Okay, then when we look into that, primary agriculture credit societies, marketing cooperative societies, farmer producers organization. So for this only we are seeing this news. Then farmers, SHGs and joint liability groups, multi-purpose cooperative societies, agriculture, entrepreneurs and startups, central and state agency, local body, sponsored by the public-private partnership projects. Okay, so these are the group of institutions who have been eligible for the to get the fund from the under this scheme. Okay, so this can be asked in the prelims as a multiple choice questions, and maybe they include some other the organization to confuse you. Then you have to focus on this organization or institutions. Okay, the public sector undertakings. So the public sector undertakings are not eligible under this scheme. Okay, but as well as the public private partnership projects also can be eligible for this scheme. Okay, not eligible under the scheme, but projects sponsored by the public private partnerships are eligible to get the debt. Okay, then if record needed basis refinance support will be made available by the NABARD bank. If some kind of cooperative banks don't have enough money for the funding, okay, then they can ask the money to the NABARD bank, and the NABARD can provide some kind of financial support to the that kind of commercial banks and as well as the other regional rural banks also. Okay, legal lending entities including cooperative banks and rural regional rural banks as per its policy. Okay, then when we see about the key features of this particular scheme, we can say all loans up to limit of 2 crores under the scheme financing facility will have interest of 3% per annum. Okay, the if someone wants to build an infrastructure for the agriculture development, they can create a loan as the project. They can get up to 2 crore for the project. Okay, as the interest of 3% per annum. So 3% is important, and the subvention will be available with the maximum period of 7 years. Okay, they have to repay up to maximum limit was 7 years. An applicant can put 25 projects. Okay, the applicant may be a organization and a individual persons. Okay, they can apply for the 25 projects loans, which means 25 into 2 crore, almost 50 crore. Person can get as a loan from the under the scheme. The projects will be eligible under the scheme for a loan up to 25 2 crore. Okay, the person can apply for the 25 projects loan, and they can get 2 crore for the each projects. Okay, and then they can start the project in the different locations in the India. This limit of 25 projects applicable to private sector entities such as farmers can get 25 projects, and agri entrepreneurs and the startups. Okay, these are the private entities can apply for the 25 limiting projects, but not state agencies, cooperatives, national state federations, cooperatives, FBOs, Federation of FBOs, SHGs, and the Federation of SHGs. Okay, so these are the agencies will not get that 25 projects benefit. Only the private entities such as farmers, agri entrepreneurs, startups can apply for the 25 projects. Then it is mandatory for borrowers to contribute at least 10% of a total project. Okay, 10% they have to pay as the like a depository or the investment to the particular project. Okay, if for an example, if a project was around 1 crore, means they have to pay for the 10% as an contribution. Okay, the total project cost irrespective of the available capital subsidy. So irrespective of the capital subsidy, they have to pay or contribute 10% of its project value. Then the memorandum of free payment is minimum 6 months and maximum of 2 years. They can repay the amount with the interest for the minimum of 6 months and the maximum of 2 years. So maximum 2 years they can repay. 24% of the total grants under the scheme should be utilized for the particularly for the SC and STs. Okay, 60% for the SC and 8% for the ST. They should, it is mandatory under the scheme. Okay, they have to spend the money for the development of the SC STs people's agriculture infrastructure. Then the credit guarantee coverage will be available for the eligible borrowers from this financing facility under the credit guarantee fund trust for micro and small enterprises schemes. Okay, the lending institution would ensure adequate coverage of handles. So the main focus of the scheme is to provide financial support to the weaker section and the women, weaker segment of the society and the women. Okay, they are the main focus under the scheme. Society may be provide a loan on the priority basis. So these are the things we have to note out for the agriculture infrastructure fund scheme.